Hello, second graders. Welcome to a new math lesson. We're still in topic 7. Today's lesson 3. As you know, in this topic, we will be learning addition and subtraction problems and mixed solving addition and subtraction. Today, we're going to continue with the same exercise or the same lesson extra exercise. So please open your book, page 289, and let's start.
Aaron has 17 more books than Isabella. Aaron has 44 books. How many books does Isabella have? Solve any way you choose. Show your work.
All right, let's go to our video. Then we come back to this question.
Julie has 18 more pictures than Landon has. Julie has 37 pictures. How many pictures does Landon have? What missing number do you need to find in this problem? What information do you already have?
All right, so I know that Julie has 18 more pictures than Landon, and I know that Julie has 37 pictures. So now I'm looking for how many Landons have.
You need to find out how many pictures Landon has. You already know that Julie has 18 more pictures than Landon has, and you know that Julie has 37 pictures. How can you use this information to complete the bar diagram?
So now I know that I have the total. I have one addend, and I'm looking for the second addend.
Julie has 37 pictures. You don't know how many pictures Landon has, but you do know that Landon has 18 fewer pictures than Julie has. Will you add or subtract to find how many pictures Landon has? How do you know which operation to use?
All right.
Julie has 18 more pictures than Landon has, so Landon has 18 fewer pictures than Julie has. You can subtract 18 from 37 to find how many pictures Landon has. Subtract 37 minus 18. Since 18 equals 17 plus 1, you can subtract 17 and then 1. 37 minus 17 equals 20. 20 minus 1 equals 19. Where does the number 19 go in the bar diagram? The 19 replaces the question mark to show how many pictures Landon has. So, Landon has 19 pictures.
All right. So when we did this subtraction, I want it to be easy for me to subtract. So I know that 18 is 1. It's 17. If I take 1 from 18, I'll have 17. And 17 would be easy to subtract from 37 because I have the same ones. So that's how we did this subtraction. So let's go and see the guided practice we have. All right. The second grade has 19 more students than the first grade. The second grade has 68 students. How many students does the first grade have? So I know that the second grade has 19 more than the first grade, and I know that the second grade has 8 students. So 68 students, and I have 19 more than the 68 to have for first grade. And that's mean I need to have 68 to subtract the 19 to find out how many first graders I have. So we can have like that, 68 minus 19. So let's see. So I'm going to have 68. Let me write it down. Minus 19. Well, so for this one, I can also use 19 take away 1 equals 18. And Or I do the opposite, I add 1. So let's say if I'm going to take 1 from the 19 to have an 18, so I can easily subtract from the 68. So let's go down and I say 19 equals 18 plus 1. So that means I'm going to subtract 18 and then 1. All right, I'll go down. I'm going to say 68 minus 18 equals 50. Okay, now I say 50 minus 1 equals 49. This down here. So that means we have 49 in first grade. So 68 minus 19 equals 49. All right. So I'm just trying to make the subtraction easy strategy for myself. All right. Let's go to the previous question that we started our lesson with and try to do this one.
Aaron has 17 more books than Isabella. Aaron has 44 books. How many books does Isabella have? Solve any way you choose. Show your work.
All right. So I know that Aaron has 17 more books than Isabella. That means Isabella will have 17 less than 44. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to subtract. So let's say 44 minus 17 equals. So I know 17 is 10 and 7. So I'm going to make it easy for myself to subtract. So I'm going to say 44 minus 10 equals 34. And I know that 7 is 3 and 4. So I'm going to say 34 minus 4 equals 30. And now I have the 3 left. So 30 minus 3 equals 27. So I'm going to draw here. And 7. And I'm going to put it like that. And that's why I subtract 44 minus 10. And now I'm going to put here also the 7 that I have left. Equal 3 and 4. 3 come here. Gonna draw that line. Just remind me. So now I subtract the 4, and here I subtract the 3. Now my answer is 27. All right, that's it, second graders, for this lesson. So I'll leave you with the rest of the activity in your book, page 291 and 292. Thank you. Hello, second graders. Welcome to a new math lesson. Please get your book ready. We are in lesson 4, topic 7, page 293. Solve two-step problems. So let's see.
Three bees land on some flowers. 10 more bees join them. Then 4 bees fly away. How many bees are left? Solve the problem any way you choose. Write equations to show how you solved each part of the problem.
All right, so as we see, this is 2 steps we need to do here. 3 bees land on some flowers, then 10 more bees join them. So that's the first step. There were 3 and now 10 joined them. Then what happened? 4 bees fly away. So that would be the second step. So watch our video and come back to this problem.
Analyze. Bob picked 18 flowers and then 5 more. How many flowers does he have? He gave 10 flowers to Buzz. How many flowers are left? Let's think about it. This problem has a hidden question that you need to solve first. What is the hidden question you need to answer first?
All right, Bob picked 18 flowers and then 5 more. After that, he gave 10 flowers to Buzz. So how many flowers does Bob have now? First, the hidden question, or the hidden part that we're looking for, we need to find out how many flowers did Bob pick in all before he gave away the 10 to Buzz.
You need to find out how many flowers Bob picked in all before you can solve the problem. What is the second question you need to answer?
Okay, when Bob give from how many he has now?
You need to find out how many flowers Bob has left after giving away 10 flowers. What information do you need to answer the second question?
We need to find how many Bob have in all before then we take away what he gave to Buzz.
You need to know how many flowers Bob picked in all. Plan. You need to answer the first question to answer the second question. How can you find out how many flowers Bob had in all? You can add 18 and 5. What happens next in the story?
That Bob gave away 10 flowers.
Bob gave away 10 of the flowers. What do you need to find out now? You need to find out how many flowers are left. Solve and justify. To answer the first question, you add 18 plus 5 to get 23. Bob picked 23 flowers. How can you solve the second question using the answer from the first question?
All right, as we say, we need to know how many flower did Bob picked and all. So now I know this is the whole. That's what he has now. And we need to subtract what he gave away to find out how many flowers left with him after giving away.
You can subtract 10 from 23. Bob gave 10 flowers to Buzz, so the difference is 13. Now he has 13 flowers. Evaluate. How could you check both parts of the problem? You added 2 ones to make the next 10 and added the 3 leftover ones to find 18 plus 5 equals 23. Then you subtracted 10 from 23 to get 13.
Now you know how to solve a two-question problem.
So as we see, the usually hidden information or steps that we need to do first in order to have the second step. So when we have 2 steps or 2 jobs in one equation and one problem, we have to do the first one so we can solve the second part of our problem or our equation. Let's see that guided practice we have. All right. Page 294. Solve any way you choose. Show your work. Write equation to solve both parts of problem. Carmen found 14 shells on Monday and 15 more shells on Tuesday. She found 6 more shells on Wednesday. So how many shells did she have then? So this is a bit different than what we watch in a video that you need to subtract or add, but it's still 2 steps. So let's see first. Carmen found 14 shells on Monday and 15 more shells on Tuesday. So I know that on Monday 14, Tuesday she got 15 more than the 14. So first step, I'm going to add 14 plus 15. So I'm going to say 14 plus 15. I can say 14, break apart the 15 to 10s and 5, plus 10 plus 5 equals. Now I know 14 plus 10 is 24. So I'm going to write down here 24 plus 5 equals 29. So the first part here is 29. All right, so now I have the 29. Let's see the second part of the problem. She found 6 more shells on Wednesday. So now I have 29. That's the total for Monday and Tuesday. I need to add 6 more. That's what she found on Wednesday. So I'm gonna write down now 29 plus 6 equal. I can break 6 to 1 and 5 to make the 29 30. So I can make it easy for myself to add. So I'm going to say 29 plus 1 plus 5 equals 29 plus 1 equals 30 plus the 5 that I have left equals 35. So that's the second part. So over here, I'm going to write my answer 35. And I'm going to write it again. So as you see, this is two parts of my equation. I need to do the first part first in order to do the second one. I use break apart, or I classified or grouped the tens and the ones that help me to do my addition. All right, let's go to the first question that we have in the beginning of the lesson and work together.
3 bees land on some flowers. 10 more bees join them. Then 4 bees fly away. How many bees are left? Solve the problem any way you choose. Write equations to show how you solved each part of the problem.
So when I look for my first part, I know there were 3 bees land on some flowers and 10 more join them. So I can see that this is an addition. I'm gonna say 3 plus the 10 equals 13. So that was my first part. And I can put this here. If I want to draw, I can do that. I can also put stems. I know there were 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 10 join them. So I'm gonna use different color. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I know that 3 plus 10 equals 13. What's the second part of my question? Then 4 bees fly away. So 4 bees from the total, from the 13. All right, that's easy. I'm gonna say 13 minus 4 equals, very good, simple, equals 9. So I can take this again. If I wanted to use a drawing I had, I can just, I know I have 13, I can take away 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I count how many I have. I will have 9. All right, as you see, this is simple. All what we need to do, just find the hidden information, get it first, and then continue the rest of our problem. All right, second graders, that's it for today. I'll leave you for the rest of the activity. Thank you. Hello, second graders. Welcome to a new math lesson. We're still in topic 7, lesson 5. In this lesson, we're going to have more practice and exercise about solving 2-step problems. So let's see what we have. In your book, page 297.
You have 26 library books. You return some books. Then you take out 15 more books. Now you have 27 books. How many books did you return? Solve any way you choose. Show your work.
Okay, so as you see, there's lots of information we need to find out. We know that you have 26 library books. You return some books that we don't know how many. Then you take out 15 more books. That means you borrowed more 15 books, not taken out from the 26. It's like you borrowed more books, which is 15 books. All right, now you have 27 books. How many books did you return? Let's watch our video and come back to this exercise.
You can use bar diagrams to help you show the parts of a math problem. Mia sees 15 yellow birds and 16 red birds. Some birds fly away, and now Mia sees 14 birds. How many birds flew away? This is a 2-step problem. Let's think about this two-step problem. What is the first step?
Okay, first step, you need to find out how many flew away. So how many total, how many flew away?
The first step is to find how many birds Mia saw in all. What is the second step?
How many flew away to find how many left?
The second step is to find how many birds flew away. You need to solve the first step in order to solve the second step. How do you find the answer to the first step?
Select your answer.
So we need to find how many birds in all.
Mia saw 15 yellow birds and 16 red birds. You add 15 plus 16. Use compensation by adding 5 to 15 and subtracting 5 from 16. 20 plus 11 equals 31. Mia saw 31 birds in all. How do you find the answer to the second step? How do you find how many birds flew away?
Select your answer.
All right, so we find out the first part of the question that we need to find how many in all. How many birds did Mia see in all? So we add what she saw, the red and the yellow. We find out that Mia saw 31 birds. Now we need to find how many flew away, right? So that's mean that 31, they're not total anymore because few birds flew away and left. So in this case, we will subtract.
You start with the answer to the first part, 31. You know that there are 14 birds left. Then you subtract 14 from 31. Break apart 14 into 10 and 4. 31 minus 10 equals 21. 21 minus 4 equals 17. The answer is 17. There are 14 birds left after 17 fly away. You used bar diagrams to help you solve the two-step problem.
Bar diagrams help you see the parts and the whole in each step of the problem.
Also, in this problem, when I have the bar diagram, I know which information I have, which information I'm looking for, and it helps me to find, do I need to add or subtract? Also, we use compensations when you add, and we also we used a break apart to help me subtract. All right, let's see the guided practice. All right, that's in your book, page 298. There are some boys painting and 9 girls painting. So I know that I have some boys painting and I know that 9 girls are painting. In all, 17 children are painting. Then some more boys come to paint. Now there are 15 boys painting. How many more boys come to paint? Look at it. I know that I have 9 girls. I know the total 17, but I do not know the numbers of the boys that they're painting. So we're going to start with 17, that's total, and 9, the part I know. So I'm looking for that missing part. I'm asking myself question. Something plus 9 equals 17. So I know that 8 plus 9 equals 17. Because if I go to my doubles and near doubles, that's easy. All right, so 8 plus 9 equals 17. I know that out of the 17, 9 girls, that's mean there are 8 boys and 9 girls. In total, 17. What's the second part? Then some more boys come to paint. So more boys join that group of painting. So now there are 15 boys. Now again, I know the total. Now there are 15 boys. I know one part is 8. And guess what? More boys join. So how many boys, that's what I'm looking for. How many boys join this group? I can say now, I know that I have total boys that they join now, 15. And I know the first part or the first group of boys, they were very good, 8 plus. So now I'm looking for 8 plus something equals 15. Again, I know my doubles and your doubles, and I know 8 plus 7. So I'm going to say 15 equals 8 plus 7. So now I know that there's 7 boys join them. So let's put there. So first, let's write the part I know, total 15. And I know that there were 8 boys first. And that's the missing part that I get. So now I know that 8 plus 7 more boys join equals 15. All right. Okay, so this part, so how many more boys come to paint or join later to paint? 7. Can I put it here? So always when you have a problem or a question like that, you need to read, you need to try to find the missing parts and find what you have in order to get the missing part of your equation. And sometimes it's 2 steps. So when you break apart your question, you put the information you have and you find the information the missing. That would be help you to answer step 1, and then you go for the second step or the second part of your question. All right, let's go to that. First question we have in our lesson. In your book, that would be page 297. And let's put this information we just learned to find how can we solve this problem.
You have 26 library books. You return some books. Then you take out 15 more books. Now you have 27 books. How many books did you return? Solve any way you choose. Show your work.
All right. So I know that I have 26 library books and I returned some books, but then I took 15 more books. So let's take, this is the first part. You have 26, you return some, and you have 15, and then you took 15 more. So step 1, let's add the 26 plus the 15 more books that you borrowed and you add them to your collection. So 26 plus 15 equals. So let's say 26, and I'm breaking apart 15 to 10 and 5, because I know it's easy to add it this way. So 26. So 26 plus 10 plus 5. So 26 plus 10, that's 36. plus 5 equals 41. Okay, so let's put this part first here. So this is my first step. All right, now you have 27 books. I had 41. I know that I returned some books that I don't remember how many, but I know what's left with me is 27. Let's mean 41 minus 27. That's step number 2. So let's start. Now I know that total books I have 41 minus 27 equal. So I can break that 27 to tens and ones. So I'm going to say 41 minus 20 equals 21. Now I know that I still have 7 ones, so I can also say that 7 is 1 plus 6 equals 7. So I can say 21 minus 1 equals 20. And then what's left? 20 minus 6 equals 14. So now I know that. How many books did I return the first time? 14 books. So I know that I return 14. Try to put it here. So this is when I break to 20 and 7. And this is when I break the 7 to 6 and 1. Let me write it here. 7, break to 1 and 6. And I put it here on the side. All right. All right, so as we see, 2 steps, I need to get all the information, find first what do I have, what do I need to find out, and then start my problem. All right, that's it for today, second graders. I'll leave you with the rest of the activity. Thank you. Hello, second graders. Welcome to a new math lesson. Please get your book ready. We're still in topic 7, lesson 6, make true equation. Let's start. Please open your book, page 301, 301.
What number goes in the blank to make this equation true? Show how you found out.
All right. I have 17 minus 9 equals 6 plus something. So I know we covered this before. The sign equals mean that the value or the answer or the sum for both sides should be the same. So that's why I will say that what's on the left side equals to what I have on the right side. So in order to have something like that and get the right answer, all what I need to know the difference 17 minus 9. I need to know how many I have on the left side. And then I'll try to find out how many do I need to add to the 6 to make the same value. So let's watch the video and come back to this question.
Find the missing number to make this equation true. The equal sign means the values on both sides are the same. You can have addition on one side and subtraction on the other side of an equation as long as they have the same value. You can find 18 plus 10 first. 18 plus 10 equals 28. The problem is now much simpler. So 28 equals 34 minus some number. What number can you subtract from 34 to get 28? You can count on from 28 to 34. 28 plus 2 equals 30. 30 plus 4 equals 34. How much did you count on?
Select your answer.
So, as we just said that you need to find the value or the answer of the part of your equation or part of your problem on the left side in order to get the right side. So I know that 28, that was the first part. So 28 minus, now I have 34, 28 equals 34 minus a number that will give me 28. So we use the compensation plus 2 plus 4. So how many did I add to get this answer? 6.
You counted on 6. The missing number is 6. Make sure both sides of the equal sign have the same value. 18 plus 10 equals 28. 34 minus 6 equals 28. So 18 plus 10 equals 34 minus 6.
All right. And that's also one of the important steps if you want to make sure that your answer is right. Just try to do it. 18 plus 10 equals 28. Now I need to subtract 34 from the 6 that I thought I got it. Maybe I'm not sure if it's right or not. If my answer 28, that's mean that both value between before the equal sign and after the equal sign are the same. So that's mean my answer was right. 6 was the right answer. All right. Let's go and see the guided practice on your book, page 302. All right, write the missing numbers to make the equations true. 15 minus something equals 2 plus 4. 15 minus. So what am I going to do? I'm going to get the sum or the total for this part. So 2 plus 4 equals 6. So now 15 minus something equals 6. Now, if you look like any simple subtraction or like the graph that we have. So when we used to have the bar graph. So what we have here, now I know that I have total and I have one addend and I'm looking for the missing part. So even if you just decided to use the bar diagram, so what we have, 15 minus 9 equals 6. So 15 minus 9 equals 2 plus 4. If you want to make sure that your answer is right, you need to subtract 15 minus 9. If your answer is 6, because 2 plus 4 equals 6, so your question and your answer for this question is right. All right, let's see number 2. 25 plus 10 equals 43 minus something. Again, I need to find the first part of my equation. What do I have? 25 plus 10. That's easy. 25 plus 10 equals 35. So that's the first part. That will help me to get the second part. Now I'm looking at a simple equation. 35 equals 43 minus. So let's see. I have to get the parts, both parts equal the same. So again here, 35. All right. So if I subtract 43 minus something, give me 35. Yes, very good. So 43 minus 8 equals 35. I can also, if I want to, I can count on. So I can count on from 35 till I reach 43, and I see how many counts I get, or 8. All right, so 43 minus 8. Now, if I go back to my first part of my equation, 25 plus 10 equals 43 minus, very good, 8. Let's make it a true equation, because the total or the sum for the first part before the equal signs equals the same as the part after the equal sign. Let's go to our first question that we have on page 301 and try to solve that problem.
What number goes in the blank to make this equation true? Show how you found out.
So I have 17 minus 9 equals 6 plus something. So it's like I have two different parts or two different equations. I can make it easy for myself and just draw some stamps. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, minus 9. So I'm gonna take away 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Let's count how many I have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So now I know that 17 minus 9 equals 8, right? I'm just gonna write 17 minus 9 equals 8. All right, what's the second part I have? 6 plus what equals 8? Very good. So that's easy. 6 plus 2. So I'm going to write here 6 plus 2 equals 8. So now I know that the first part of my equation 17 minus 9 equals 8. And then the part after the equal sign, 6 plus, what was a missing number? 2. So now I know that 6 plus 2 equals 8. So if I want to read this question, I will say 17 minus 9 equals 6 plus 2. Easy, right? All right, second graders, that's it for today's lesson. I'll leave you with the rest of the activity. Thank you.